sweet little Tauruses. Alrighty, so, let me start my timer here. So, okay. This is Wizard's Tarot, Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. What is this? Witch's Garden Tarot, Everyday Witch Oracle, and this is Soul Helper Oracle. So, there we go. Let's get this show on the road. Let's start out with this deck today. And everything's been pre-shuffled. Oh, wow. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, my little Tauruses. This is Four of Wands. And a Four of Wands is something that's absolutely fabulous if you're looking for love. This is fabulous. Some of you may already have it. Whoops, let's not burn the cards. And some of you may be right now, that may be what you're wanting. But if it's not love, then it can also be something in business, like you're joining with someone in business. This is a card of joining together, and you see they're celebrating and they're having fun, but they're under the Four of Wands, and so that's basically it's just a joining together, a happy time, a very happy time. And these cards have, you'll notice in different ones, they'll have, it's like creatures of the forest and sort of a mythical theme. And now this is Three of Wands. Now you'll notice each different deck is just a little bit different. This one has more of like a Celtic feel, a natural forest feel. That's the sort of the theme in this deck. But a Three of Wands is, you see, she's looking out toward what would be her future. The wands are right there behind her, and she's got a little sliver of a moon here. Can you see it? But these are like sort of like lotuses that are opening up with a glow in them, and they're on the water. And in the original Rider-Waite, Three of Wands, someone is looking out over the ocean. They're standing above the ocean, basically wanting their ships to come in, wanting whatever they're wanting. They're looking ahead to the future. And this is what you're doing now. You're looking ahead to the future. Okay? And so, get my glasses out of the way. And this is Four Pentacles. Now, here's the thing about Four Pentacles. In this deck, and you'll notice, he's holding on to, can you see him? It's kind of muted, but he's holding on to a pentacle. And he's standing on pentacles. And then he's got one on his forehead. And that's the way it is in the Rider-Waite too. But in this deck, he's got a little bird there. And birds, for me, are always messages. They used to put, messages, send pigeons out. So to me, they're always messengers. So you're holding on to what you're hoping in the future for. And since this card, which is marriage or partnership, and this one where you're looking into the future is in the middle of these two, it's telling me that this is what you're looking for. This is what you're wanting. And you're holding on. You're looking out toward it. I'm not sure that you have it yet, but you're holding on to that idea, what you want. Okay? These are beautiful little cards. But I love all my cards. Get these out of the way. And this is Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. Oh, you have the Star card. I love in my opinion, and now a lot of people say the Sun is the best card in the whole tarot deck, but I sometimes love the Star card because it's like what you wished upon can become true. The Pinocchio thing, wish upon a star, and then he wanted to be a real boy, and he became a real boy. That was something he wished, and it became a reality. So I love the Star card. And in these cards, they're also very mythical. You'll see that there's a mermaid, of course, and she's sitting on a rock, but her tail is still sort of in the water. Can you see that? So, and she's pouring water onto the land in one vase from can't talk, from one vase, and she's pouring water also from the other one in the water. It's a balance. It's a true balance. And you see all the stars around her. So it's like you've got things from the earth and things from water is emotions, love, kindness, nurturing. It's everything. So this is what you're hoping for. You are wishing for a permanent relationship. As I said, right, when we get a little further, we'll see if it's a love, if it's more in love. For some of you out there, I think it may be love. For others of you, it may be a business partnership. But I do believe quite a few of you, this is what you're hoping for. And you wished upon a star. Wow, this is fabulous. Okay, this is, I have to make sure I get the glare off of my cards anymore. Okay, this is the Five of Pentacles. And you see this little girl out here. She's left out in the cold. The door is shut. It's shut. She can't open it. And she's out in the ice and the snow. She's been shut out in the cold. And that came on top of this row, which is telling me you want something in the future, but this is what you had. You're not wishing to be shut out in the cold in the future. So this is a past card. Okay, and this is, I'm sorry, I have to look at it a little bit better. Oh, this is like the King of Wands. Okay, let me make sure that, you see the wand he's got here? Okay, and he's a tree man. He's very solid, very, what am I trying to say? His roots go deep down. So it's on top of this one. You're holding on. This is what you're wanting, obviously. But you are a person that, well, your roots are very deep. You want something very solid. You are a very solid person. And a lot of Tauruses, that's because they are earth sign. They're very solid, very grounded. Okay? So this is really a great card because when you get like an Ace of Wands or a King of Wands. Now, in this deck, it's a little bit different, and I read the pictures. I'm very visual, so I read the pictures a lot of times. But for me, this is like an Ace of Wands or a King of Wands. Ace of Wands is different than a King of Wands. Ace of Wands is being handed to you from the universe. A King of Wands has been someone that has worked their way up. And this is you holding on to what you want. But you're holding on. You're holding your own, I believe. But your roots have gone down deep. It's like someone who's very solid. They're not wishy-washy. You're not wishy-washy. You're, let me try to put it, I'm trying to think of sort of an example. Taurus, sometimes y'all will hang on to a relationship because you just don't want to let it go. Sometimes when a relationship should have already been gone a long time ago. But you will try to hang with it and stick in there. You're very solid, very grounded. So if you were let out in the cold before, if you didn't have a good relationship, I think you hung on. You tried to make it work. I really do. Now, you also, sometimes you get, well, the saying goes that Taurus are very bullheaded, but that's not what I'm saying. Sometimes you get a certain way of thinking and you try to stay with it. A lot of that is trying to make a relationship work that just didn't work. Okay? All right. Let's see what we have. Which ones do we want now? Did I use this one? No, I didn't. These are Wizard's Tarot. All right. And this is the Three of Wands. A Three of Wands is, again, you've gotten two Three of Wands in two different decks. So when you get one or more of the same card in different decks, it's like the cards are really talking to you. Spirit's really trying to get this through to you. So it will help you, and you're guided, and you realize that, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and this is what they're really trying to tell me. So this is really amazing. And this is, again, a Three of Wands is where in the Rider-Waite, they're standing and they're looking out over the ocean, and they're waiting for something to come in. They're dreaming about what they want out in the future. Hence this card also. It's just amazing. Okay. All right. So, oh, and this is lovely for y'all. This is a Knight of Wands. You have a lot of wands, and in different decks. And these cards have been shuffled and shuffled. So wands are energy, dynamic personality, someone who's very strong, very active. A lot of times there's someone who's very physically active. Sometimes also very physically fit because they're active. They're doing stuff. They'll like go to the gym, or rock climb, or something else. It may not just be that kind of activity, but they will get out there and do something. They'll take an idea. This is Wands. They'll take an idea and they'll run with it. It's not always an original idea, but it's like someone who says, I want to be a millionaire. And so they read all these books of what other millionaires did. They get those ideas and they take it and they run with it. They make it work. So a Knight of Wands is, of course, the kings sent the knights here and there. So they move around. But the Knight of Wands comes in fast, very dynamic, a lot of energy. So you have got some energy coming in fast for you. Something, I would say something new. A lot of times it is something new, right? Oh, okay. This card is a Five of Swords, and this tells me that what you went through in the past, someone was absolutely ruthless. They were just ruthless to you. You see, he's killed the lady here. He's, tied the gentleman up here, and then he's stolen all the swords. So this is someone a lot of times who has been very ruthless. Now, if you got the Five of Swords in another deck, it may not mean quite that much. But you were left out in the cold. Somebody did you. They were just horrible to you. Absolutely horrible. Now, that's whether it was male or female. The cards just read, they don't read gender, they read energy. So you do have something coming in fast. This was in the past. Both of these. This was in the past. Okay. And now in my readings, I don't go back in the past a lot. If it's done, it's over with for you. There's not a lot of reason to go back. You need to focus on the future in my readings. That's what my belief. And you certainly are. Here is what you're doing now. And you're hanging in there too. You are hanging in there. You are holding on, and you're not going to let go. You come out of this old situation. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but in the tarot, it will tell you a lot of times what happened in the past, what made you who you are today, and it will tell you, you know, sometimes it will tell you it's a good thing, you know, it was a fun thing, your past, you had a beautiful upbringing or whatever, but it will also tell you if it was bad. So that's just the way the tarot works, because the tarot is going to tell you about your life. But as I said, I do not focus. If it was in the past, I don't keep going over it. There's no need in it, because you need to live in the present or the future. And this is cleansing body and spirit. After everything you've been through, you're looking toward the future. I'm not saying that you still don't look in the past a little bit, but you are really, you've come out of a lot of a bad relationship. You've come out of it, and you're much more solid now. You're a solid person anyway. Taurus people are very solid. But you know, you're solid in not going back so much. Your mind is much more solidified, instead of going here and going there, or thinking about the past. So, but what they want you to do now is just kind of take time to heal, cleanse your body, your spirit, get rid of all that junk. And you see, she has her little spirit with her, a little familiar, but that always is spirit there helping you in the cards. And she's got her witch's hat, which is supposed to have power. So you've got power. Oh, yes, you do. Look at this card. And this is earth magic. This is fabulous. This is actually like the magician. You have everything you need to create a new life. And you see the moon in the background? It's kind of being lit up now. When you see the moon, a lot of times, or if you get the moon card, a lot of times things you don't know, things that have done behind your back. It depends on where in the reading the card is. But this is, the moon is lit up, and she's doing earth magic. She's pulling energy from the earth. And then again, she's got her little familiar there, which is a spirit helping her. So, wow. You're starting to create, we all create our life, but when you visibly, and you know, you're conscious of that, your thoughts, that you are actually creating your life, that's when you become the magician. And this is transformation and change. This is basically, this is sort of like the Fool card. You're starting on a new life. And you see the little butterfly here? Can you see that? Let me see if I can. Okay. Now, if you look, there's two here. It's like one going forward and one going back. And then here's a little butterfly on the cat's tail too. So it's almost like you're looking at yourself, where you're going. You're seeing yourself in the future, sort of. You're transforming yourself. And that's what the Fool card is, and that's what this card is you're starting out on a new path, where you're not the same way you were before. Beautiful, beautiful reading so far. This is, what is it? Soul Helper. That's what it is, okay? I think my voice, I'm a little hoarse today. Okay, my voice is a little, okay? And this, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. This is the time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. This is a beautiful card for you. And it came out in the same row, excuse me, where this is a partnership, a solid partnership. That's what that is. Forward. And as I said, came out in the same row. Whether it came out in the same row or not, it's still telling you the same thing. Time for romance. And that's what you're believing in now. You are looking toward the future with romance, with a solid love. A solid, solid love. Someone who is different than what you had before. I'm sorry, the glare was on the card. Can you see it better now? Let me bring it a little closer. Here we go. This is a beautiful card for you. Both of these are saying, I think now, after what you went through before, you're starting to focus on the future. Now, a lot of people, after they've had a devastating relationship, and some of them don't even, I don't want to even go there. I have, I know people that say, I forget it. I don't want to try that again. I'm done. Done deal. But you still want love, which is really sweet. And whether you do or you don't, it's still sweet for that person. Some people just have to get themselves together. But this is sweet for you because you still want that kindness and that love. And you want to give it too. Okay? And this is the time for guilt and shame ends now. So there again, you were shut out in the cold. You've got energy and stuff. New life, new energy coming in. And then, of course, you have it with basically the Fool card. You're creating this. But you still look back a little. You're not facing the past so much anymore. But you feel, we all say things wrong. We all do things wrong. I mean, that's just life, that's how we learn. And then we end up, well, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that. Why didn't I do this? But they're saying, let it go. The past is in the past. That's where it belongs. So you've learned your lesson. Anytime anyone feels guilty about something that they did, and sometimes it's unwarranted, I will tell you that. I'm listening. I'm sorry, I'm listening. But what they're trying to tell you is that if you have guilt now, you know better. You're not going to do it again. You're just not going to do it again. So you've changed. So you're not the same person you were before. That's the way we learn. When we learn something and we go, well, yeah, I don't want to go through that again. That's how we learn. But the thing is, you're not this person anymore. The one that maybe you feel like you did something wrong or said something wrong, but you learned from it. Now, you've got so much in your future coming. Beautiful, beautiful. But just don't let that guilt take you down at all. Okay. And this is cross the bridges of happiness. They really want you to be happy. It leads over the depths of your emotions. And that goes with this card also. What they're saying is, just see, there's water here, so there's a bridge here, and so you're crossing over that water, those emotions, and then you're going to a little happy place. So this is really, and then you're starting on a new path. And I love that there's so many different cards here. This one is energy and stuff, a solid. That's what you are. You're also solid, you're hanging on, and that's also this card. This was from the past, so we don't care about that anymore. Okay, which let's see, we did four decks, and did we do you? I have to figure out which one I did. Oh, I don't think we did. Oh, okay. We did not do the Wizard's Tarot. I don't think we did. Did I do it? Well, we're doing it again, apparently. Okay. So, this is a Six of Wands. This particular card, I don't really care for the picture, but it means a victory. You have won over the bad guys. That is exactly what it means. He won. He, defeated the ogre, and everyone's looking, and everybody's, yay, yeah, you did it, high five. So this is definitely so good for y'all. I'm really happy with y'all, for y'all. Okay. And this one is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, a Seven of Pentacles, you see, she's just sitting waiting. Can you see this? She's kind of like bored, waiting for all this stuff to cook. Bubble, finish bubbling, finish cooking, whatever. But it's not done yet. So you're waiting for the soup to get done, put it that way. You are just waiting for all of this, and this is beautiful for y'all. What did I do with this other one? I have no clue what I did with the rest of it. There it is. So you're looking toward the future now. You're doing really well. You're hanging in there. Beautiful, beautiful reading for you. And this is a Knight of Swords. You have two knights in different decks. And now you have a Knight of Wands, and then you have a Knight of Swords. And both of those come in fast. The swords, what they do is they are truth. They're logical things, things that you need to learn. It's knowledge, okay? But it's coming in faster and faster all the time. They want you to cross this bridge of the emotions. You've been staying solid. You're doing very, very well. But this is they're just trying to tell you that you are doing well. And more of this that you're hoping to come in is coming in fast for you. So, wow. Remember, here's the one thing about this reading. You create what you want. If you want a new relationship, a beautiful, solid relationship with someone that is truthful and honest and loving, you can have that. But it's up to you. You keep that in your mind. You just like a laser focus. And you can have it. It's beautiful. Because I know you've been through so much Taurus. I know through some of your readings before, prior readings, it was very, very difficult for you. But you are coming out of this. I'm so happy for you. Okay. All right, little Tauruses. I love y'all. Bye-bye.